from the venue, but who really cares about that? It's all good. Maybe not as good as we're about to see, though, man. We got some good doubles action coming up. Who's that? Kobe and is that Benny?
Yes, I believe so.
Is that? I ain't seen Benny in like 3 years.
I have not seen Benny&TheJets compete for quite some time. Let's
Benny,
go,
where you been?
Benny.
Where you been, Benny? Look at my boy done grown up. I like to see that. Okay. So we got Benny out here. Now, ESAM and MVD, though, this is a staple team going all the way back to Brawl, okay? You want to talk about just knowing your teammates, establishing that good chemistry. Look no further than these two, man. I would argue definitely one of the elite teams throughout all Smash history.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the history this team has, the synergy they've had through multiple games, like you said, all the way back from Brawl. That's multiple iterations. I mean, this is going to be their 3rd iteration of Smash teaming together. So stack it up here. And ESAM and MVD known as one of the best teams to do it in Smash in general. So we'll see if Kobe and Benny has what it takes to take them out here. Of course, this Pikachu and Snake combo has been a thing. And with here, the sticky, the pass off here, we'll see if we can make something happen. The grenade set up as well.
100%. Now, I'm very excited to see this. I mean, obviously, I was excited to see Benny because I haven't seen Benny play in quite a long time. Honestly, he's always had a really proficient route for sure, so I'm expecting him to kind of bring that to the doubles table right now. But again, ESAM and MVD, what they do so well, man, they play off of each other really well. Anytime someone's in distress, I feel like the bat signal just goes up and you don't even have to say anything with these two.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, Rob.
Ooh, that was a great catch. He's still living. Let's go.
Yeah, even with the slight charge there, Benny having the awareness, almost getting that KO. But this side special should do the trick. But MVD with the trade, it's not enough to take the stock, though. Benny is still alive.
That was actually really quick. Oh, actually send the blast one off of that. And MVD going to be the sole survivor with 3 stocks. And that's kind of position you're expecting him to be in. That very strong camp game of Snake, heavy body as well. Definitely get a lot of longevity in a doubles environment for sure. And ESAM just being the great disruptor that he is with Pikachu.
Yeah, and we haven't even talked about this yet, but Kobe is on, not on Young Link, he's on the Ike here. Ike known to be a lot better in doubles. A lot of the lower tier characters are usually better in doubles here, and I like the pick. We're going to have a really great back throw. Kobe is going to have the Ike back throw, which is so good. Such a low trajectory. You're going to have really good toss-offs there. And on top of that, you're going to be able to assist Ike off stage, right, which is where Ike struggles so much. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I was going to say, like, that pick for Ike did seem like a little rogue, but I mean, for all those reasons you just described, definitely some utility behind the choice. Great Nikita snipe from MVD. When this guy's got you in his sights, it is difficult to dodge him, Charles. Wow, back-to-back.
The Snake.
Man, 2 in a row, you gotta love it. And both of them taking the stocks as well. MVD is on a tear this game.
Absolutely, man. Stock taking stocks, doing it all. MVD cleaning it up. Of course, ESAM, again, being great support for sure. Love his chase down right there. Just completely keeping the pressure on. It's so hard to breathe against this team, it seems like. Oh, actually a little straight hit taking out ESAM, but they're in a pretty commanding position, so I wouldn't panic just yet, but you don't want to let Ike catch you off stage.
Yeah, one thing about Snake, he can be very vulnerable here, just like the Ike off stage, and when your teammate Benny was all the way to the left side. MVD was keeping Benny at bay. And Pikachu versus Ike off stage, that is not going to be a happy ending for Ike.
Yeah, you just forget about that. Now you see this 2v1 situation. This is right here where I've seen them make a lot of highlight reels, a lot of Twitter clips. Benny trying not to be on the receiving end of it, but trying to just avoid one of those Nikitas. MVD with the pinpoint accuracy to blast them into the first game.
Yeah, and I mean, ESAM did a wonderful job there, holding on to the top. Actually, right there, just continuously crouching, because if you don't move for so long, you actually automatically drop the. I'm just kidding. ESAM was just being BM.
Wow, that's OD.
What does Rob do without the top? Great stuff. ESAM obviously just letting the 1v1 happen, but also holding a very, very important tool for Rob, and MVD just cleaning up house, stock after stock. And remember, we talked about Ike being a character that gets a little bit better in doubles, but is a little lower on the tier list, right?
Yep.
Well, the thing about that is Snake is a character that is a top tier that is even better in doubles. So we're kind of seeing, I honestly think Snake is one of the best characters in doubles, just the way the character's built, right? You're controlling so much space. You can live for so long. There's all the different kind of Nikita setups you got. On top of the sticky bomb, right, the C4. So you can do a lot of cool stuff by sticking the C4 on your teammate and have them go in.
Those C4 setups are nasty.
Yeah,
like, I've seen those
switcheroo.
You can really stake some stocks early with it. You're just being clever and tricky, and that's one thing MVD certainly is. So great first game for those two. This is, keeping in mind, only best of 3 because winners finals, losers finals, and grand finals where you see all the best of 5 action. But so right now, because we're still in semis, this is a must-win game right now for Kobe and Benny&TheJets.
Yeah, and I think the big takeaway from that first game is going to be the amount of center stage control Green Team had, right? There are so many situations where they could set up specific 1v1s in favor of the matchup, and that all stems off that center stage control that the Green Team has. So we'll see if the blue team can fire back here, get some of that center stage control themselves, and try to get control of this match.
100%. Oh, okay.
Okay, setting up the T-Jolt here, and look at this. Going for the edge guard here. ESAM trying to get back on stage. The spot dodge barely coming out in time here, but the laser going to break everything up.
Oh, damn, okay. I thought MVD might have lost some stock there. We got hit so hard. Okay, nice up tilt. Definitely starting to threaten these stocks already. There's another one of those Nikita's got to keep an eye out for those. Dude, the fact he's been so accurate is just anytime he puts it out there, you just got to be aware. But that back throw, maybe one of those good reasons for Ike in these situations. Great pickup from Benny. They're going to get that first stock.
Yeah, and you see once the grab connected, Benny was already charging that. Usually in teams, you can kind of have really weird DI patterns, so the follow-ups aren't as easy.
Yeah.
But with that Ike back throw,
oh my God, Benny!
Oh my goodness, the edge guard, it doesn't stop. Benny had the top to cover the jump as well if it was there, but the kicks coming back, MVD striking back.
That whole stock was just absolute brutality and destruction. Yeah. Like, good Lord. For MVD, you're like, yeah, I definitely didn't see that one coming in. Pretty much a 180 from what we saw in that first game. MVD down to his final stock already. ESAM gonna have to take the role with doing a little bit of stock taking.
Yeah, and that's already spelling some gloom and doom here for the Green Team. We're looking like we're gonna have a game 3 here. We'll see if the Green Team can do something to come back here. Kobe still having all 3 stocks online, and you're the character with the most exploitable recovery on the screen. What's going on?
Yeah, you have a lot of rage, a lot of big hard-hitting action. Finally able to put that one to rest, but man, got a lot of longevity out of that one. And ESAM inadvertently picking up the stock, but it's from his own teammate.
All right, well, ESAM had to pay the price. ESAM had to pay for the stock. You know, it was one of ESAM's stock.
Yeah, That's
in the great contribution of the Green Team.
Right.
Not a great play, but bringing it back, 3 stocks to 2 here. Somewhat feasible, but Green Team's got to stop getting hit at this point.
Yeah, it's pretty much like all these blows you're exchanging and trading, like you've got to kind of be on the less of the receiving end.
Okay, trying to work their way back with some projectiles with the grenades, the T-Jolts, but look at this, they're already all the way on the left corner here. Blue Team with all the stage control right now, the laser coming through, the kicks, not gonna pick up Kobe's second stock just yet.
All right, kudos to them. They are definitely fighting, trying to make this comeback a reality. Great forward smash, not enough though to put it away. They can see one of these stocks go off. I still give them a shot for sure.
Okay, where is the T4? I believe it's on Kobe here. Oh, the forward air not just barely missing MVD's recovery, and it was on Benny the whole time, but Benny not going to lose the stock here. Staying alive, another trade, but look at this, still alive. ESAM with the trade back on the up smash. This is 2 stocks to 2.
The will to live right now, absolutely insane. If they get rid of Kobe's stock, I still give them a shot to take this. But you got to play so carefully, and that's why, man. Any errant hit could be the end of it, and that's going to do it there. MVD got to go it alone right now.
Yeah, and Kobe going to sit in the back here, just get the punish. No, just going to sit back. Ike not the fastest character, so you just want to be that backup support here for Benny. Benny still got a decent amount of percentage to go before KO. Wait, what's the setup here? This should be a down air. No, the forward air not going to knock off the Cypher, but the up air with the coverage. Again, Kobe just sitting in the back, lurking and waiting for the opportunity to strike.
Yeah, Kobe did the right thing there too, man. Didn't really have to feel like he was in a position where he needed to force it or push it. He was just like, as you said, just waiting for an opportunity to strike. Like at some point, you understand Snake. Yes, very great character in doubles, but when you're just a 2v1 situation, eventually you're going to catch him having to make a lackluster play, and that up air was right there waiting.
All right, so we'll see what the stage counter pick here is. This is game 3. This is best of 3. So we haven't reached the best of 5 territory just yet. That'll be winners finals, losers finals, and grand finals, so top 3. And it's just crazy because these 2 teams incredibly stacked, but not even in best of 5 territory just yet here. It looks like Pokemon Stadium 2 getting hovered here. All right, looks like PS2 is the stage. I imagine we're going to keep the same characters here. I like the Ike. The Ike working out really well. Maybe Youngling not a character, maybe too much projectiles, right? Sometimes you don't want to have too much projectiles on the screen because then you'll just start randomly hitting your teammate, right?
I mean, if they feel like this is just like, it kind of makes more sense to kind of like manage, you know, your stage control, I like it, and I feel like they do have the correct pickups. I mean, we saw him get a couple things off the grab, right? Just see how powerful Ike can be. Kind of imposing as well sometimes. Like it's a good little play for both of them. It is, and it's very entertaining for me too, because it's definitely a character. You know, a lot of these good players are just so accustomed to seeing them play one character. When they break out something new, it's definitely something to enjoy. And I think certainly for Kobe, this Ike has been a treat.
Hey, look at this. Kobe already pushed to the side here. Going to use the armor on that up beat. Get back to the ledge here. Yeah, and that's such a good stall. In singles, it doesn't matter too much, but in doubles particularly, just giving that much stall. Wow, ESAM almost getting the follow-up there. Would have been huge. The up air, great DI. And ESAM starting to take a little bit of damage here, but not as much as everyone else.
Oh. Okay, definitely liking the control at the moment from both teams. Nobody getting too overzealous. ESAM, though, trying to force his way in there. Actually does an excellent job of that. Got a lot of good connections, and what a play off of the gyro, too.
Hey, Kobe getting back onto stage here. Everyone getting into that deep red percentage right now, and just as I say it, Benny is going to be the first one right off the top here. Kobe has no double jump. Benny has to cover here. Kobe gets back onto ledge. More trading going on. ESAM getting in position for the edge guard, but you see automatically Benny not even letting ESAM clutch into that opportunity there.
Right, but at the same time, I feel like ESAM's like, okay, I know you're going to come and try and save your partner. He's just accumulating so much damage off of that. Wow. And it's kind of like a must.
On the stop is doing so much damage here. Finally, MVD going to lose that first stock. The drag down, barely. Kobe getting back onto the stage. I thought that was going to be the stock there. That's such a big deal. Now doing a ton of damage onto MVD. Also forcing ESAM off Kobe. Oh, man, or off of Benny, but my goodness.
Yeah, this is definitely a clinic at the moment. ESAM absolutely going to work, just flexing this Pikachu in a major way. Almost kind of, in a lot of situations, look like they're almost turning into a 1v1 of sorts, where they've been able to keep them separate. Look at that, just great follow-ups again. Laser finding this mark, but everybody going to catch a piece off of that. MVD down to that final stock again.
Yeah, very, very interesting.
That he's down to his final stock already,
yeah,
like back-to-back games. Yeah, I didn't expect that already.
The tankiest of the characters,
right.
But been taking a lot of damage from his own grenades. I think Benny has been doing a really good job of utilizing that laser, right? The laser to detonate those grenades and really use some of these projectiles against him.
Yeah.
And just like that, 3 stocks to 4 here, but it is blue team both in KO percent right now.
All right.
Oh, and just as I say it, MVD pulling the trigger right there on the C4. Gonna go ahead and get that stock here.
Kind of delivering right on time too, right? Like they really needed that one to go, and now you got Kobe, who's at a pretty fragile percent there too, 137, but still swinging to his credit. Fearless in the fray, and look at that, trying to take out ESAM, and almost got him, my God.
The rat almost dying at 75, 73%. That would have been absurdly low. That is one of the buffs that Ike did get in some of these recent patches here. So Kobe utilizing those buffs there. And wow, I mean, this game is so close here.
Dude, the way that Kobe has just been playing absolutely fearless, despite this huge percentage that he's facing, is absolutely insane. And that's going to give them so much more room to work with heading in to what could be his final stock, but it's not even going to matter. It's all up to ESAM as MVD, 2 games in a row, surprisingly down to his last stock quickly and then eliminated.
And I gotta say, Kobe has done such an incredible job on this Ike. This Ike is raw and it does not die. Look at this, 193%, and look at racking up the damage, tacking on, recovering in all those bad situations. And on top of that, Benny was able to cover this dash attack, will do the trick, and just like that, Kobe and Benny will be moving on the winner's side. That
was convincing too. Like, my goodness, like first game obviously going the way of ESAM and MVD, and then like games 2 and 3 was just like, all right, Kobe and Benny just kind of asserting themselves, and they did not look back. That was, I mean, that was great play from both teams. Don't get it twisted, but really like that combination. And Kobe showing, hey, got a little more in the tank than just the young Link you might be used to.
I'm not just a young Link spammer, right?
There you go.
I got some fun.
I can mash with other characters too.
Yeah. I can hit the sword. Hey, recovering with Ike.
Not easy.
That is a pretty difficult thing to do. In doubles, it is a little bit easier. Benny doing an incredible job, but honestly, the team comp, very tanky, had a lot of durability, and they really capitalized on so many situations to take the stock. So it was very fun to watch, and honestly, a pretty big upset in my opinion, taking it over ESAM and MVD. One of the best teams to do it here in Smash history. So incredible stuff. Congrats to the win, and they're going to be moving on to winners finals, I believe.
There
right?
you go. Wow.